The mainstream media has been desperately trying to destroy Donald Trump for months now. They have become so desperate to take him down that they have resorted to reporting fake news on him. Last week, conservative radio host Rush Limbaugh said he has finally had enough after Trump issued his laptop ban, which bans certain electronics from being brought on aircrafts flying out of terror-risk Middle Eastern countries. The mainstream media tried to make this look xenophobic. Rush began his discussion of this by reading from a Washington Post piece entitled "Trump Won't Allow You to Use iPads or Laptops on Certain Airlines." Trump, Rush stressed, according to Daily Wire. Donald Trump is denying you, if you're on a certain airline flying into the United States, Donald Trump is denying you the chance to use your electronic device. He continued reading the following quote from the article. From Tuesday on, passengers traveling to the U.S. from 10 airports in 8 Muslim-majority countries will not be allowed to have iPads, laptops or any communications device larger than a smartphone in the cabin of the plane. If you are traveling from Egypt, Jordan, Kuwait, Morocco, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, or the UAE on Egypt Air, Emirates, Etihad Airways, Kuwait Airways, Qatar Airways, Royal Air Maroc, Royal Jordanian Airlines, Saudi Arabian Airlines, or Turkish Airlines, and you want to use your laptop on the flight, you are probably out of luck. So why is the United States doing this, and how can it get away with it? Don't you mean why is Trump doing this and how can Trump get away with it? Asked Rush. Well, the story here says that the US says it's not all about security. There is an alternative explanation. The next part of the article suggested that the banning of laptops by Trump might just be about retaliation. 3 of the airlines that have been targeted for these measures, Emirates, Etihad Airways and Qatar Airways, have long been accused by their U.S. competitors of receiving massive effective subsidies from their governments. These airlines have been quietly worried for months that President Trump was going to retaliate. This may be the retaliation. The United States is weaponizing interdependence. Rush pointed out that the British are also barring laptops and tablets from cabins on some international flights, something that the mainstream media is leaving out of their coverage. Wait, there's another government involved here? Said Rush. Wait. We just kind of read US and British officials. You mean the Brits have instituted the same ban on electronic devices on certain airliners coming into the UK just like we have in the US? Well, Shazam! It looks like somebody other than Trump is doing the same thing Trump's doing. I wonder if Trump's making him do it. So we are now being led to believe that Donald Trump colluded with the UK to deny airplane passengers the right to use their laptops, their iPads, and their iPhones, he added mockingly. Is that right? UK, United States, Trump colludes with everybody. Do you know what this really is about? 'Cause I have that here, said Limbaugh, who then destroyed the liberal articles by detailing the actual facts behind the laptop ban. Rush, laptop ban on flights is based on intelligence about an ISIS plot to target the West gathered during the raid on Yemen which killed Navy SEAL. The intelligence centered around successful development of compact battery bombs that fit inside laptops or other devices, sources claimed. In other words, there is a credible threat. It is a credible threat based on intel that was gathered during the raid in Yemen, in January, a raid that Obama had approved before he left office. The military commanders said they couldn't launch until they had a new moon. They needed a totally dark sky. There wasn't a new moon until after Trump was inaugurated. Trump signed off on the deal. He had nothing to do with the strategy, the actual operation. He just signed off on it. The raid was conducted and we know the details. They somehow knew we were coming, claiming they heard the drone of our drones, they heard the sound, and a SEAL was killed and the terrorists were hiding and dressed as men and women and children and so forth inside mosques or what have you. And everybody proclaimed the mission an abject failure. Trump said, no, there was some really valuable intel gathered. People poo-pooed Trump as insane, stupid, and a lying sack of you-know-what. It turns out there was intel gathered, and the intel gathered from the raid claimed that ISIS has perfected bombs that work and go inside batteries, inside electronic devices that you would use on the cabin of an airplane, a laptop, an iPad, or an iPhone. And when they learned of this intel, they banned flights from 10 different countries where the intel said people had been perfecting this. There is a solid, specific reason for this to happen. It's not because Trump hates anybody. It's not because Trump doesn't want you using your iPhone. It's not because Trump's flipping off the business community. It's not because Trump's a xenophobe or a bigot. It's because there was a credible threat in both the UK and the United States. And the only place that you will find the details of that story is in the UK Daily Mail. You won't see it in the New York Times. You won't see it in the Washington Post. You won't see it anywhere in America because the objective is not to tell the truth. The objective is to destroy Trump. Share this story if you agree with Rush Limbaugh. What do you think? Scroll down to comment below. Western journalism contribute to this report. It's News Exposed signing off.